I'm going to have some Stumptown cold brew. Let's see. Enjoy by September 15th of 2021. Will that kill me? Hi. It's time for some cold brew. Hey, I'm Kat. I'm the Raincoast Vegan. And today, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of my fridge. I don't even think I bought it before then. Listen, we're going to find out together. I mean, it still smells like coffee. I definitely only bought this like a month ago. Oh. I'll be right back. Okay, much better. Shout out to Volkswagen. They got me through a very long week this week. So, you might be wondering, why are we in your fridge? And that's a great question. This week I'm not going to do a recipe, is the short answer. Because it's been a week, guys. Okay. Here's the thing. You might have noticed I skipped a week a couple weeks back. I got a new computer. Awesome news. The transfer over took a little bit longer than I expected. Totally fine. Then, we were going back to the office. I've been working from home. I do have a real job. And on my way back into the office, for the first time in a few months, my car died. My car died. I've had the same car for 16 years. His name was Max. It was a Mazda, and it bit the dust. It actually started doing this weird jumpy thing when I was driving, actually in a school zone, and it wasn't great. So, long story short, didn't make it into work the day that I was supposed to. But I also need to get a car because my commute is about 150 kilometers round trip. So, yeah, I really wanted an EV, which makes sense. I think things are going electric. The price of gas is over $2. It makes sense to go electric, right? If I'm going to get a new car, I want it to last a long time. So I went to the dealership. No cars. Then I went to the next dealership. No cars. Then I went to all the dealerships. No cars. And I don't just mean like the lineup for an electric is a couple of years long. I mean like there's no cars. This whole supply chain thing, there's no cars. There's barely any used cars, and if they are, they're very expensive. And as far as new cars on the lot, ghost town. There's like nothing. So my dream of owning a Volkswagen ID4, that went out the window. Then I called Volkswagen again, and I was like, hey, Volkswagen, what do you have physically on the lot? Look outside the window. Do you see something you can sell me? And the great news is I got myself a brand new car, a 2022 Taos. I'm in love with it. It's amazing. I am extremely privileged and lucky to be able to do this for myself at this point in my career. Very excited. Also, they gave me this free mug. You know, totally makes up for the car payment. To anybody else out there thinking of buying a car, good luck. Good luck. That being said, I am a little behind on my normal filming schedule. And this morning, as I was flipping through YouTube, I realized we see a lot of these "do you want to take a tour of my fridge?" videos. Everywhere. Instagram, YouTube. Those perfectly aligned. The home edit. Love the home edit. Beautiful fridges. My fridge does not look like that. My fridge... Let me show you. So my fridge is probably a little like your fridge. There's some stuff in places that you can't remember what it is or when you bought it, and possibly some produce that's maybe good and maybe bad. And then some random things that hang out on a door, and stuff that probably you should throw out. This is my fridge. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, where'd the light go? Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, do you really need to show us the inside of your fridge? And I think, yeah. I think let's be honest with how fridges look. And I think the other thing is, when you're a vegan, you have a lot of produce, and I have found it can be really challenging to store it, especially if you don't have one of those super fancy fridges. And not all of us have one of those like $4,000 or $5,000 crazy, Real Housewives kind of fridge. We have normal people fridges. So let's talk about it. Let's be honest. I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite things. I'm also probably going to show you some things that I'm embarrassed that I'm going to pull out of this fridge. Let's all be in this together and be a little understanding. Top shelf. We got Fresh's Best Salsa. Really good. Just bought this the other day. Totally fine. Going to keep it. 2 random things from takeout. Very Good Butchers. You all know I love the Very Good Butchers. This is their bold cheddar. They just changed up. You can do customized boxes now. So I get this in my monthly box now. Obviously keeping that. Speaking about the Very Good Butchers, promise this is not an ad for them. Although, again, guys, if you want me to do one, I'm very willing to sell out. This is their bacon. I just opened this for breakfast because this week I discovered Just Egg. By discovered, I mean I knew it existed, but what I discovered was it was on sale in my local grocery store, which means that I was actually going to try it. These are the last 2 left out of 4 or 5 of them. I've been trying out different recipes and experimenting with things. I'm very excited, so this is an absolute keep. This is actually, I'm pretty sure this is empty. This is empty. I love this. I just didn't wash it out and recycle it yet. This actually, fun fact, KFC is doing a vegan chicken burger now, which is awesome, but they do have vegan sides, and apparently their coleslaw is vegan, so good for them. I didn't eat it. Food waste bad for me. Here is my lesson learned this week. Did you know, Walkbox, if you have a Walkbox near you, if you do DoorDash Walkbox, you can order like the bulk food, like it's called Marketplace. You can order just their boxes of food. So instead of ordering a lot of Walkbox, which sometimes I do, let's not judge, you can order their sauce, you can order their noodles, you can order spring rolls, a bunch of stuff, and they'll just bring it to your house, and then you can cook it multiple times. And I thought, you know what? I never order their pad thai because their pad thai has eggs in it. But what if I just get the pad thai sauce? I'm a genius. I'm an idiot. It has shellfish in it, anchovies, and shrimp. I'm currently storing a giant thing of pad thai sauce. I think I'm going to teach my dad how to make pad thai. He still eats this stuff, so don't 100% know what to do with this. Mystery broth. I think I made this. I didn't label it. It was in the freezer. I'm not sure when it's from. This will be thrown in. Note to self, label your things. Your mother will be very glad to hear you say that. You should label your things. Oh, okay. This is not good. First real tragedy, I think. Oh, this is totally empty. I'm not a huge fan of Gouda cheese, so anything Gouda flavored. I tried it once. It came in a pack, so that's gonna go. These little, so first of all, just like beautiful crisper keepers that I found at Superstore, Real Canadian Superstore. This has been life-changing for me for my produce. It gives you instructions on, it has this little vents on the bottom. You can put water in here or not, and it has vents on the top. So it separates your produce. It keeps it super fresh. This is the only thing that I have found that has worked. They're very sturdy. I don't normally do plastic. I try to do not plastic as much as possible. But if you are going to go plastic, go with something that's very, very thick, durable, going to last. You don't want to be throwing things out. I say, as I look at the produce that I have in here, I believe these were cranberries, I think for Christmas. We're in March. That can't be right. Can that be right? Ugh. And some kiwis, guys. Listen, I've just been in a very stressed out place lately, and I set some really good intentions for myself that I didn't always follow through on, and I feel very bad that I have to compost some of this food, and very guilty. However, I wanted to be honest because I do think this is not just me. I think probably a lot of us do this kind of thing. We have really good intentions. We want to make a recipe. Life gets in the way. Work gets busy. Work an an extra weekend, you take on extra plans that you weren't supposed to, and then you end up ordering takeout, and then you feel bad about ordering takeout, and then you keep looking at the food in your fridge, and you think, why am I not just making the food in my fridge when I'm ordering takeout? It's like a guilt shame cycle, and I think that those associated with food are never good. But we also have to appreciate what we have. Food costs are rising, and if we can not waste as much, that would be good. So don't judge me when I keep pulling things out of my fridge, please. Honestly, that was more a reminder for me than it was for you. Here's my other thing. I'm probably going to look this up. I'll put it in part of the video if I can figure it out. But sometimes you buy stuff and you don't finish it all, and then it gets shoved in the back of your fridge, and then you're like, this was fermented. Is it, there's no date on it. Am I going to die? This says sell by March 8th, 2022, but I think this has been open for like at least 4 months. And can you have sauerkraut open for 3 months? Or if you eat it, will you die? Or just have really bad gas? There must be like a food scientist who knows these answers, right? Because I don't know these answers, but I'm kind of in camp don't get food poisoning. Top shelf clear. Oh, everyone is getting a nice look at my... This is what we call being authentic on the internet, guys. Take a look at my bingo wings. I don't care. You know, I really don't care. It took me a very long time to get to this point. So good for me. I'm not saying I don't care about my health. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to stop judging my body. And I just don't care anymore. Everybody's on their own journey. Congratulations to me. Maybe it's the coffee talking. More breakfast. We have Daya. No, wait. Daya. When am I going to remember this? Could you, hey, Daya people, could we just write it? Like, make it a fun fact somewhere on all of your labels. Would be great. Or like a very large ad campaign to drill it into my brain. This is chive and onion creamy spread. It's cream cheese. I had it for breakfast this morning. I will post a picture here. It is so good. I am also one of those people that eats onions and garlic and chive constantly, and I just don't care if people don't like that. I'm not kissing anyone. It doesn't matter. I'm very single. Could be because of the onions. It doesn't matter. I'm happy with my choices, and I am happy with my onions and garlic. I also have Hellmann's vegan mayo. I really recommend this one. I know there's like Vegenaise and a bunch of other ones that are super fancy and expensive. You can get this at any store. It's really good. Generally goes on sale every once in a while. Get some if you like mayo. If you don't like mayo, I can't help you with that. Wait, oh God. Oh, maybe it's good that the lights went out. Well, this is not... I will say this started out as a weird funky cheese, but it has grown into... I don't know if I can keep this dish. I very rarely throw out things that I like unless I've let them go bad or forgot they were in my fridge. But I mean, this was something that I purposely tried once and then thought, oh my God, I can never eat this again. I literally spat it out. I'm not going to tell you what cheese company it is. Maybe I will. I don't know that they're still making cheese. It's vegan cheese. It's with blueberries, and that's gross. Just, no. It was like, no. That's just the memory of having eaten this. You know what it tasted like? It tasted like what I feel about this situation. Sorry, company. You make really good other cheese, but that is a no. Vegan basil. As you might be starting to tell, I'm a bit basic, but I do believe in having condiments that work for you. So eat your condiments. I like margarine. That is not a change from when I wasn't a vegan. I liked margarine for my whole life. I like margarine, okay? I'm not a butter person. I don't like hard butter. It's just not my jam. Ooh, okay. I should be embarrassed. I should be a little bit more embarrassed than I am, but this is oh God. All of us do this. I am not alone. Oh God. Later on, you'll see a special that I'm doing where I compare all the mac and cheeses, and let me tell you, they have not all been winners, and some of them have been like real hard pass losers. And I think I'm really going to regret when I have to open that tub later. This, though, is fresh. It is Light Life Bacon, which I have been putting in my Just Egg all week. So this is still amazing. I'm not cheating on... Whoa! Oh, God. I'm not cheating on the Very Good Butcher's bacon. I just like a variety, and I think that they are secure enough to know that that's okay. Actually, I think it might be okay. Yeah, this is still good. These same containers that I got from President's Choice from Superstore have been keeping this romaine lettuce super crisp. I got one of the giant supersized bags of Costco lettuce, all the heads of romaine in there. I went through a phase a couple of weeks ago. I think that my body was like, hey, eat a salad. So I ate a salad every single day going through the bags of romaine. But I had one left and I thought, oh, can't possibly still be good. It's been in there for a couple of weeks and it's lettuce. I mean, lettuce never stays good. But that is crispy and healthy, and maybe there's a couple of ends I need to cut off, but super crisp. This fridge, when I first got it, for months was ruining my food. It kept freezing my food, thawing my food, wilting my food. It was... Some fridges are just not meant for a lot of produce. I had to figure out a way to make it work for a lot of produce. Ooh, Lucky Kimchi. This stuff is so good. If you don't like kimchi, I don't know what to tell you. This is amazing. Super fantastic kimchi. Highly recommend. Actually, they make really, really good spring rolls too. Also vegan. I don't know what is in other kimchi that would make it not vegan, but I'm assuming some sort of like a fish paste, fish sauce or something. I would have to guess. I don't 100% know. But if you are trying to buy kimchi, look for it to be certified vegan. In yet another plug for the Very Good Butchers, pepperoni. I think I have 4 or 5 of these in my freezer right now. I also just took out their taco stuffer because I'm going to be making tacos. I have half a pack of tofu left. I started eating this Wildwood organic tofu 2-pack things because I like that you can only have this much and you don't have to drain the whole thing right at once. It's a little softer than I would like, but I usually just put it in the oven anyway, so it's fine. These, as I was speaking of the home edit, these have been a lifesaver to organize the rest of my fridge. I got these little containers from Canadian Tire. They are by the home edit, and I put all of my tofu, all of my extra meat products or fake meat or whatever you want to call it, and just store it all in one, because little weird packages all over your fridge can get just really out of control. And I try to be neat. I usually fail. I have more Daiya cheese and my, dropping it everywhere, Save to See smoked salmon. Love this so much. If you have not tried it yet, this is not an ad, I swear, but please go try some. I'm going to have to get some bagels so that I can have that tomorrow for breakfast, because it is amazing. So I have 2 of these in my fridge. When I have like a lot of cheeses and meats and different things, I just store it. They work really well with all the other produce containers. And they also have these trays on top of them, so that even if I'm filling stuff in there, it makes it really stable, and then I can put stuff on top of it. We're about halfway through cleaning out this fridge, and I don't know if you've noticed me subtly taking out other remnants of things that I've cooked for the YouTube channel and then just kind of forgotten about. Sorry guys. Let's all work together to try to be better at not doing this. By let's, I mean me. Me hold me accountable. Somebody hold me accountable. I don't know if I've talked about these yet. I definitely have on my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, just FYI, if you're on either of those, under Rain Coast Vegan for both of them. But these pickles, these are kosher dills. They make horseradish ones. Hobbs pickles. It is so good. You can get them on Granville Island. You can get them in Choices Markets. I highly recommend. They also make these honey mustard ones, which are, I could drink this. I may have actually done that before. These are empty. I just have the pickle sauce left. You can use juice. I have marinated tofu in it before, and it's so good. So I'd recommend. Pickles in general are just like a must. I love pickles. I live on pickles. Pickles, kimchi, anything, vinegar, fermented, pickled, sour is my favorite thing. Ketchup chips. All of those things. I'm not like a super salty person, but I am a very briny person, if that makes sense. And yes, I know that brine has salt in it, but pickles. I love pickles. If you have any pickle recommendations, please let me know. I am always looking for new pickles. One of my favorite things. I did just find the other day in Save-On, maybe I'll go back there tomorrow morning. They have an entire section for international foods, and one whole big chunk of it when I was in there the other day was all different foods from this company I can't remember the name of. It was a Polish company, and they did all kinds of different pickled things like patty pan squash, and they made all these different sauerkraut salady things, and they had something called like Ukraine salad, and I should go back there. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Something else that's in here. Ooh, this actually shouldn't be in here. Well, I accidentally refrigerated something that goes in the not the refrigerator. Oops. It's vegetable and tofu ravioli by Korean and Jeff, this French company that is good. Not everything that they make is vegan, but the stuff that they make that is vegan is excellent. So you should try it. It normally just sits in your pantry and then you eat it, but I guess apparently I put it in the fridge. Don't really know how that affects the life of it, but probably I should eat it soon, I'm guessing. Also, if you do look up their France website, you will be jealous because they have way more stuff that we don't have here. When we're talking about those other crispy produce drawers, I also have 2 of these long ones. Not all of my stuff goes in here. Some of it is back on my counter. But these ones, I don't know if you can tell, you can put water in the bottom of, and then the produce sits on this little vented shelf, and it's really good for like celery, carrots, onions, things that can have a hole in the top, because this does have holes on either end, but you can stack them 2 by 2, so that's really good. It did not do a great job of keeping my parsley and cilantro fresh. To be fair, this isn't how you're supposed to store either of those things. If you want to store parsley and cilantro, put them in a glass of water, put them in your fridge. I know better, and yet I'm stupid and didn't do that. You shouldn't talk down about yourself. What I'm saying is, I knew better and I didn't do better. Try not to buy produce in bags, but sometimes they come that way and you can't get the alternative in the grocery store. So sometimes I make an exception. That exception this time is for Meyer lemons because I love them, but I don't know why you can't buy them individually. Maybe you can buy them individually in California where they're grown. These are beautiful little lemons. I just made a lemon pound cake the other day. They're lovely and sweet. If you've never had a Meyer lemon, I highly recommend it. I'm just going to put these in one of my little buckets because citrus fruit stays pretty well, and I'm going to do some grocery shopping tomorrow, so I need the room. I have a couple of blood oranges. I did some fresh squeezed blood orange juice to go with my breakfast, a lime that has seen better days, so I should probably use that soon. 3 avocados. If you don't store avocados in the fridge and you think that I'm a little nuts for doing it, it keeps them longer. I'm one of those people who buys like a bag of avocados and then they're all really hard, and then they're all really hard, and then one day they're all completely rotten. And you never really know when that point is going to be. So what I learned is if you put them in the fridge, it slows down their ripening. So you can still get away with having them a bit longer. There is also this thing where you take this thingy out of the avocado and it will show you how ripe it is, but then you have to try to put it back in and it's just a pain. So the last thing I have, I know I just said I try not to use plastic, can only get these tiny little peppers in one of these plastic thingies. And this year I think I'm going to try to grow my own peppers, so maybe I'll just try to replicate this because I do like the little ones. But they only come in these plastic. Listen, I don't know the supply chain rules on food, but I do know that I like these tiny peppers and I would love them to come without plastic. So if we could figure that out, I would be loving it. This is an herb keeper. You can put water in the bottom and it stores upright in your fridge, and it has a little on-off vent. It's similar to what I was doing with all the other stuff that I got from President's Choice. This is also from President's Choice. This time, I think this time has run out. I don't know. It's brittle. It's dried. It's dried in the fridge. Uh-oh. You know, when life gets stressful, sometimes you don't do the things that you should. And I guess one of those things in my case is cook. I feel like maybe I'm just filming a therapy session. Mustard! Like I said before, I love all things sour, briny, vinegary. Number one condiment of my life, mustard. Dijon mustard. Put it in dressings, put it in marinades, put it on burgers, put it on everything. I personally like the Edmond Fallot one. Anything that says France. Although, fun fact, Canada is one of the world's largest mustard seed producers. So technically, I think they might get the seeds from Canada, ship it to France, make it in France, and ship it back to Canada, which would be a little strange. But either way, it's great mustard. And I love mustard. Much like pickles, if anybody has a good mustard recommendation, you just let me know because I love mustard. Sweet relish. Big, giant capers. We got some coconut whipped cream. Now, this can is empty. I definitely ate all of this whipped cream. I don't remember why. I think I wanted to make a sundae or something. But I can't figure out how to recycle this. So it's just sitting in my fridge because I can't figure out how to recycle it. That seems not great. This I got as a sample in the mail. Somebody sent it to me. It is Be Fit. I don't know what this is. Natural electrolytes. Best before January. Listen, I don't know what this is. I don't know why it got sent to me. But it did, and I didn't drink it. Per my previous rule, if it seems like something that's a bit sketchy and you don't know if you should eat it, we don't risk food poisoning in this house. Half a container left of my chickenless broth that I used the other day. I think this is still good. Big old jug of oat milk. Earth's Own, if you're not from Vancouver, if you don't know this brand, it is amazing. I highly recommend their Earth's Own Barista. It is so, so good. But I personally love their oat milk. It's what I've been making all my mac and cheese with. I read something about probiotic hot sauces, and then I bought this and I haven't opened it yet. Made from real kimchi. Raspberry pomegranate Saint Alfort jam, also from France. You can get a lot of jam that has no added sugar but has malitol in it, which is not great. This is no added sugar, but it doesn't have anything but fruit in it. And they make so many different flavors. It is amazing. It is my absolute go-to for something sweet. I love this so much. I don't know where they're from. Let's see. Toronto. Mother Raw makes really good like dips, queso, French onion, salad dressings. This one is a vegan Caesar. When I was going through my romaine and Caesar salad phase, I was doing that. So I'm going to guess I'm going to be having this for lunch tomorrow. I hope I don't have to breathe on anyone on Monday. Nom miso sauce. If you are from Vancouver, you know the Nom. They are an old school hippie vegetarian joint. Everybody from this area has a story about the Nom. It's open 24 hours a day. They make really good sauce. What I recommend doing, if you don't know about this product, if you can find it where you are, and it's in most grocery stores, roast a bunch of vegetables, put them in a bowl with some grains, pour the stuff over top of it. It is addictive. Hands down, one of my favorite things. In the butter dish, we have the most sensible thing of all time. Soap from Lush. I mean, the thing I think probably in every Vancouver person's kitchen is just like a ton of packets of like wasabi and ginger and soy sauce. I think sushi is like the unofficial food of Vancouver. I just saw a piece the other day from Vancouver is Awesome that actually Tojo, famous sushi chef, invented the California roll here in Vancouver. So not in California at all, but we love sushi. I love sushi. I should order sushi. That has been a tour of my fridge and all of the embarrassing things in it. More than anything, I hope this was real. And I hope you know that if you also have a messy fridge, that's totally fine. And I know that a lot of vegans have issues with storing their vegetables and their fruits and keeping them fresh. And with everything going on in COVID, we were down to shopping once or twice a month. So that was a little challenging. I think now what I'm going to do is do a little grocery shopping, load up the fridge with things, and then possibly give you like a video at the end of showing you what else went in here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for understanding this kind of bizarre posting schedule. I'm sure we've all been there where life and work gets in the way of things that we really want to be doing. So thank you so much. As always, if you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you have recommendations for pickles, kimchi, or mustard, leave them down below. I will respond. I will try out what you're recommending if I can find it. If you are not already subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you could tell a friend to subscribe, I would also appreciate it. My first big goal is to try to get 100 subscribers so I can lock down my actual YouTube name because I can't right now yet. So yes, if you could like, subscribe, comment, do all the things the YouTube people say that you're supposed to do, I would appreciate it. And I hope you have a great week. I hope if you are driving anywhere, you get there safely and your car does not break down. But if it does, I hope you find yourself a Volkswagen. I hope it's spring where you are. I'll share some pictures of my garden. Speaking of gardens, I'm going to try to grow some food this year. If you're interested in seeing some of my journey to understand how to grow my own food, please let me know in the comments, and I will share that possibly very scary journey with you. All right, I went to the store and now I have a beautiful clean fridge. Da, 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 da. Got myself some beautiful berries in my keeper. Multiple lettuces, those kind that come in the head already. Beautiful clean fridge.